Hey y'all, so today I am doing a little first impression slash review of the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r foundation. Looks like this. I really enjoy the packaging. It's very chic, very simple, but I love the frosted glass, and I do also love that it has a pump and you don't have to pour it out in your hand. That's always nice. So I'm going to try this out, see how it feels on the skin, which as you can tell, it looks pretty bomb so far. I'll let you guys know how it wears throughout the day down in the description box below, and I will also let you know if it breaks me out or does anything crazy to my skin, because I do have super sensitive skin. I'm also very oily, so I'll let you know if it holds up with my oil or if it just starts kind of crumbling and falling apart on my forehead, which is usually what happens. But I have a feeling that this is going to be really good for me and my skin. I do love that they have 40 different shades to choose from, because I usually have to mix 2 different shades together to get my undertone, and I do not have to do that with this foundation. It matches the rest of my body perfectly. I didn't have to do anything to alter it, so that's really awesome. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and get to the video. Okay, so the packaging says to shake it well, so I'm just going to shake it up. And it has a little pump, which I do appreciate. So I'm going to squirt a little bit on my finger and just kind of dot it on my face. It has a very nice scent. It's not very strong, it's pretty soft, so if you're sensitive to smells, I'm sure it'll still be okay. As you blend it out, it just kind of looks like it blurs all of the imperfections, so it looks like you have like a Snapchat filter on your face, which is really nice. The only thing I have noticed is when I was finding my shade in the store, the foundation color oxidizes about 2 minutes after you put it on, so it does get quite a bit darker. So when you're going to find your shade, I would definitely make sure you wait a few minutes after applying it, whether you apply it to your wrist or your neck or your face or whatever, because it will get darker, much darker than you think it will. Which isn't a bad thing, it just makes it a little bit harder to color match yourself, but honestly, I would think that this foundation is worth it. I mean, look at my face. I don't even have concealer or anything on, and it just looks like you can't see any imperfections, any discoloring, which that's awesome. Now I'm just going to put the rest of my makeup on as usual. So I'll be using the Tarte Shape Tape in the color Light Neutral. I'm just going to put a couple dots of this underneath my eyes. This stuff is very, very full coverage, so don't want to use too much. a little bit of that on my chin, just a teeny dot, a little on the tip of my nose and the bridge, and then a little in the center of my forehead just to highlight. Okay, and now I'm going to set it using just a little bit of loose powder. I use the RCMA translucent powder. Now I have heard a couple people say that you don't really need to set this foundation with powder, but I am a pretty oily girl, so that kind of makes me nervous to even try to not do it. I might eventually, on a day that I don't really have anything to do, to see what happens, but for now we're gonna just stick with my routine and go ahead and set it. To bronze, I'm going to take the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and kind of this brush doesn't have a name or number, but it's just kind of a fluffy brush. Also bring it down the neck just to make sure I don't have any harsh tan lines from my bronzer. Now I'm going to take the Milani blush in the shade Luminoso and pop that on my cheeks. To highlight, I am going to take MAC Soft and Gentle, which is one of my favorites, an oldie but a goodie. And I'm going to take this Morphe it looks like E60, it's a little smudged, it's a little fan brush, and put that on the tops of my cheekbones. just along the top of my forehead.